Hello, good morning. Yes. I am so excited to be doing this right about this moment. Yes, it is 18 minutes gone past the hour of 10, and you are welcome to your one and only, yours truly, solely for your listening pleasure, right here on, the best online station ever. Of course, it is Vicky Lonia Radio. And on the MIC right now is the queen of the MIC, Vicky Lonia, your number one radio host. I mean, you can get it any better than I gave you. Can you now? No, you can't. All right, so happy Saturday. What are you doing today, Saturday? What are you doing right about this moment? Did you go to the market so you could go stock up the grocery department of your house? Or did you go shopping for clothes and new shoes, new toiletries? Or probably your lazy ass is still on bed and you don't want to go anywhere because you feel it's Saturday and you really want to rest. Well, go ahead. Or did you go to work? You're probably in the office right now and you're stuck with like lots of paperwork and you're like, God, why can't I just be at home like every other person? Or you probably didn't want to know that watching a movie or, and then you just remember, hey, soon enough it's Rooster Call and I need to listen to Rooster Call. Anyways, whichever one you're doing, whether good or bad, it's alright, as long as you are under the sound of my voice. Okay, so right about this moment, I am ushering you officially into the program Rooster Call. Someone has asked me why the name Rooster Call. I mean, it's not like I air the program 4 o'clock or 5 a.m. in the morning. So why do I have to, why is the program called Rooster Call? Well, the program is called Rooster Call not because we're trying to meet up to time, but because we are roostering you out. If there is any word like roostering, actually, we are taking you away from the word of energy, from the word of negative energy to the word of positive energy. That's exactly what I am doing. Okay, that is the entire purpose of Rooster Call, to take you away from the word, to rooster you out of the word of negative energy and bring you into the word of positive energy and vibes. Okay, oh, come on, aren't you tired of living the life of a medical? Aren't you tired of all the negative energy around you? Please, don't you want something better for yourself? Yes, I want something better for you. So here is your chance to live life the way you ought to live it. And that is the reason why the program is all about motivating you, inspiring you to keep on emitting positive energy and positive vibes in order to receive positive energy and positive vibes in return. That is what Rooster Call is all about. Now, moving on to the main program of today. Good. So what exactly do we have on Rooster Call today? Today on Rooster Call, the topic is rule your anger, lest it rules and ruins you. Rule your anger, lest it rules and ruins you. Anger is something you really don't want to play with. I mean, you don't really want to get started on the issue. Anger is a spirit, is a negative energy. And we don't want negative energies in our life right now, do we? No. You need to get rid of anger. Anger has a way of making life so miserable. It doesn't add anything positive to your life. Instead, it takes away the lead to positive energy and fills you up with all the negative emotions, with all the negative vibes, with everything black and not white. Rule your anger, lest it rules and ruins you. It will rule you, and after ruling you, it will ruin you. So you have to learn to rule your anger. You have to learn to control your temperament. You have to learn to control your anger. And that is the reason why today on Rooster Call, I am going to be giving you a compilation of quotes that buttresses the point I'm trying to make. And this compilation of quotes from famous great quoters would really help you to understand the point I'm trying to make when I say rule your anger, lest it rules and ruins you. All right, so today on the compilation of quotes, I'm just going to, read out this compilation of quotes I already have here. And then if you happen to have any, you can just go down to the comment section and drop your comments. And please share this video, share this podcast. Don't mind me, I'm always use the same video. Share this podcast to others so that someone out there who doesn't know how to control his or her anger would learn from this podcast. All right, now, so I really do hope that this collection of anger quotes would encourage you not to lose your temper and not to find and to help you also find ways to control any anger that you may feel. Look, anger is an emotion that we all feel. The difference is how we react to that feeling. Now, I have quote number 1 here, of course, from my favorite quoter, Catherine Pulsifer. And she said, Anger resolves nothing. It only puts up your blood pressure. Anger resolves nothing. It only puts up your blood pressure. Quote number 2 here is from Dale Carnegie, and he said, if you and I want to stir up a resentment tomorrow that may rankle across the decades and endure until death, just let us indulge in a little stinging criticism, no matter how certain we are that is justified. All right, and then still on it, quote number 3 here. Okay, quote number 3 here is by Buddha. Okay, this one is by Buddha, and of course, it's a Chinese thing. This one is by Buddha, and he said, to be angry is to let others' mistakes punish yourself. To be angry is to let others' mistakes punish you. To be angry is to let some other person's mistake punish you. Why are you angry? You're angry at someone or you're angry at something, right? For you to let your anger out of control is to allow that thing or that person's mistakes to punish you. Why shouldn't the person's mistakes punish the person? Why you? Only because you are letting your anger out of control. Okay, quote number 5 here is by Brian Jones, and he said, whether we like to admit it or not, those of us who struggle with an unforgiving heart also carry around a tremendous amount of anger. Yes, that's very true. And quote number 6 here is by Merge Powers, and she said, when you feel anger beginning to build up inside of you, let your whole body droop and relax to the best of your ability while beginning to breathe slowly from the diaphragm. Breathing in this way helps to calm both the body and the mind, which leads to letting go of anger before it takes a hold. That's from the therapeutic aspect. Yeah, your breathing, controlling your breathing when you're angry also goes a long way in helping you to control your anger. All right, the next quote here is by Bruce Barton, and he said, but the day is a steady drain of small annoyances, and the difference in the size of men becomes hourly more apparent. The little man who loses his temper, and the big man takes a firmer hold. The little man loses his temper, the big man takes a firmer hold. The next quote here is by Francis Bacon, and he said, let not the sun go down upon your anger. Anger must be limited and confined both in race and in time. Anger must be limited and confined both in race and in time. Do not let the sun go down on your anger. Okay, so don't ever allow anger to rule you, because if it rules you, it will ruin you. All right, let me get more quotes. And then let's have this little break, and then when I come back, we will continue with the compilation of quotes for learning how to control your anger. Stay tuned. Don't touch that dial.
Till the world hears your voice, till you take over the world.
We'll keep the fire burning through the dark. I go there by your side.
When you're looking for a hero, I'll stand by you like a shadow.
But keep the fire burning through the dark. I go there by your side. It's not over, it only just began. You've come closer than you've ever been.
Take your chances, it won't hurt to try. No need to worry, I'll go there by your side. Till the world hears your voice, till you take over the world. I can carry on my time for any hope. I'll go there by your side. When you're looking for a hero, I'll stand by you like a shadow. I can carry on my time for any hope. I'll go there by your side.
You're not there.
Okay, alright, welcome back to the show, The Rooster Call. Okay, I do hope that you enjoyed that song. That song was titled By Your Side, and it was done by The Tribe featuring The Voice. Okay, alright, it is still Rooster Call, and we are still talking about how to rule your anger by learning from famous quoters and their quotes. Alright, so I still got me few quotes left here before we bring the program to an end. Okay, alright, this one here is by Ralph Waldo Emerson, and he said, "A man makes inferiors his superiors by hits. Self-control is the rule. Anger is an uncontrollable feeling that betrays what you are when you are not yourself. Anger is that powerful maternal force that blows out the light of reason. Know this is to be the enemy. It is anger born of desire." Alright, the next one here is by Chris Goodman, and he said, "As emotions are subjective, there will never be a specific situation that can automatically make any person to feel angry. After all, the emotion can be influenced by both internal and external factors. So be in control of your anger, okay? Don't let it control you." And then this one here is also by Brian Adams, and he said, "Self-control refers to controlling one's emotions and not feeling." Okay, self-control refers to controlling one's emotions and feelings and not losing one's cool even in the worst of situations. And then the last one here is by James Whitcomb, and he said, "It doesn't pay to say too much when you are mad enough to choke. For the word that stings the deepest is the word that is never spoken. Let the other fellow wrangle till the storm has blown away. Then he will do a heap of thinking about the things he didn't say to you." And then my own favorite by Josh Billings, he said, "The best time for you to hold your tongue is the time you feel you must say something or bust. The best time for you to hold your tongue is the time that you feel that you must say something or you bust." Great, so I really do hope that you enjoyed this episode of the program Rooster Call. So, learn to control your anger and never allow it to rule you, because if it rules you, it will ruin you. There are so many things you say when you're angry that when your emotions become stabilized later, you get to regret it. So be in control of your own emotions. Don't allow anger to rule you. Rule your emotions. Be in control. All right, all of me, still remains Vicky Lonia. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. And please share this podcast to others so that they may also learn from it. All right. And this is where I drop the curtain. Thank you so much. I will be leaving you with this one by Henroshan titled Feel It.